subject, object are same. We use verb form to, the past tense of the verb. If you are good in tenses, your English will be flawless. Otherwise, anybody can find mistake in your tenses. A sentence is divided into subject and object, and in that subject will be always the noun part of the sentence. Hello everyone, Shobita S. Aradhya here, lecturer, Department of English, Vidyashram Pre-University College, Mysuru, a temple of excellence. How are you all? Hope you all are doing good. What shall we discuss today? Not the prose or the poetry, let's discuss grammar. And in grammar, we will be discussing tenses. Tenses tells us time. So, let's start our session without any delay. What are tenses? Tenses show us when the action happened. So, in the present tense, we know when the action happens. And in the past tense, we'll know when the action happened. And future, when the action will happen. So, here you can see the changes in the words. In the present tense, it is happens. Past tense, happened. Future tense, will happen. So, will is added for future tense. Yes, now we'll see there are three tenses, present, past and future, and all these tenses, they basically tell us that time, the time when the action occurred, whether present, past or future. Tenses are broadly divided into three. They are present tense, past tense and future tense. Present tense, it tells us the action happening now in present. And past tense, it is used to tell which incident has already happened in the past, which has already gone through. Future tense, it is the prediction. So, we will predict what will happen in the future. We are not sure what will happen in the future, but we can predict, we can imagine, or we can be sure that we are going to do something in the future. So, that when we are telling, we use future tense. These are the broad division of tenses: present tense, past tense and future tense. These, each one of them, each three are further divided into four divisions. That is present definite or simple present. So, each one of these are further divided into four, so that we will know exactly when the action happened, or did it take a time period, or has it already done, or is anybody explaining from where to where the action happened. To know that, to set a rule for that, the English tenses are divided into four further ones. They are simple present or present definite. Simple present or present definite, it tells in the simple, like the basic verbs what we use: sit, stand, go, come. All these are the basic forms of a verb, the word which tells the action. Those words, basic verbs, are used for simple present or present definite. Then comes the progressive or continuous. Present progressive or present continuous. Continuous means it tells that it happened from here to here. So, to tell that, we use the verb form plus ing. Okay. Go, going. Come, coming. Sit, sitting. Read, reading. So, we add ing to make it continuous tense. So, this is present progressive or present continuous. Progress means to happen something, not simply staying stable, something is happening. So to tell that we use the present progressive or present continuous. Next comes the present perfect, means perfectly it happened in that time. Okay, so that is called present perfect. And the next one is the fourth one, present perfect progressive or present progress continuous. So in these kind of sentences we will describe from when to when any action happened. If you were walking to the school or if you were having your breakfast, so that time is mentioned here. You started and it took a time, you finished. So that is, those kind of sentences come here under present perfect progressive or continuous. Okay, so this is for present tense. Next, past tense. Past definite or simple past, which has just happened. For this we use the past form of the verb, like ate, I wrote, I read, I heard. So the simple past form of the verb is used to make past tense, simple past tense sentences, or it is also called past definite. Then past progressive. In past it continued. I was eating, I was drinking, I was reading. So past tense, and there it happened continuously. To make such sentences we use past progressive or continuous. So if the term continuous comes, remember you must use ing form of the verb. Next is past perfect, which has been already done. For this we use the participle form of the verb. Okay, so I had walked 10 kilometers. So here had and the past participle form walked. I had written. Write, wrote is the past tense. Written is the past participle. So I had written my notes. So this is how we use the past perfect tense. And the last one in past tense is the past perfect progressive or past perfect continuous. So in past, from where to where the action happened and it should be completed. Those sentences, when you are telling such incidents, we use the past perfect progressive or past perfect continuous tenses. So this is under past tense. Same with the future tense, simple future or future definite. So I will go to school. I will write the notes. So we'll use the basic verb form, and also we will use will or shall. It is important that for future we use will or shall, because we are predicting here. We are not sure, we are predicting. So will or shall. Then future progressive or future continuous. So in future, which will be happening? I will be writing notes in the evening. I will be walking with my friend in the evening. So next evening what you are planning? To tell such things we use the future progressive or future continuous tense. Remember, again you have added ing, will plus ing for future tense. Then future perfect. When you are very sure, okay, I will be attaining my classes. So when you are very sure, okay, that time we use future perfect. And the last one is future perfect or perfect progressive or future perfect continuous. So in future, for some time, I will be, I have been, I shall have been finished my course by 5 years. So when you are sure, we use perfect progressive, future perfect progressive or future perfect continuous. Okay, this is how tenses, 3 tenses are further divided into 12. So 3 tenses are further divided into 12 tenses. we get 12 tenses in English to learn. If you are good in tenses, your English will be flawless. Otherwise, anybody can find mistake in your tenses. Be careful, learn this perfectly and you will be a good English speaker. So let us study the rules or the formulas to be followed. There is a structure to follow for every tense, each of the 12 tenses. So what are the rules for present tense? If we are using simple present tense, what are the rules to be followed? What is the structure that we need to learn? So that will go in detail now one by one. Shall we start? Yes, please. Present tense. In that simple present, and the structure we need to follow is subject plus verb 1 plus object. Verb 1 is nothing but the basic verb form of a word. Sit, drink, see, watch. All these are basic forms of the verb. So, what are subject and object here? In a sentence, the noun part is called as subject. Like, I am teaching. I is the noun form which comes under subject. Am, from am it is verb part. Am, writing or teaching. So, that part comes under object. Okay. A sentence is divided into subject and object, and in that subject will be always the noun part of the sentence and the remaining part will be object. So, now hope you are following properly. Subject and object you have understood. Verb 1 means the basic verb form of the word, like sit, stand, read, watch, drink. All these are the basic forms. We are not adding ing or ed to that. Okay, that is called basic verb or verb 1. Let us see the example. I eat an apple. See, I is pronoun, noun or pronoun. So, I is subject, eat an apple is object. I is subject, eat an apple is object. Okay, and see the verb form eat. Eat is in the simple present. I eat an apple. Usually, simple present is used for the universal truths like the sun rises in the east, or the sun sets in the west, the earth revolves. So, these happen every day. These are universal truths. For that, we always use the simple present. Proverbs also will be in the simple present, like honesty is the best policy. Okay. So, these come in simple present, and when we are telling what we are doing now, we use simple present tense. I eat an apple. Next is present continuous. So, the structure to be followed, rule to be followed is here. Subject plus is, am, are. Is we use for he or she. He is, she is, I am, and when it is plural, we are, they are. Okay. So, subject plus is or am or are plus verb form 1, that is present tense, and object, the remaining part of the sentence. Let us first divide into subject and object. Subject, object part of a sentence. I. So, here I is subject and am plus the ing form of the verb. So, as it is continuous, I have already told you, you must use ing form of the verb. I am eating an apple. I am, it is continuous. I am eating an apple. You cannot gulp an apple at once. You need to eat bit by bit, right? So, I am eating an apple. So, eating ing is important, okay, to show continuous. Then only it becomes present continuous tense. So, remember the structure. Subject is, am, are, verb form with ing and object. I am eating an apple. Next is present perfect. So, the structure for present perfect is subject plus have or has. Have is for I and you, and for the plural, and has for he, she, it. Okay. So, I have eaten an apple, he has eaten an apple, or they have eaten an apple, you have eaten an apple. Here, you should understand, have is used for I and you, and for the plurals, has is used for he, she and it. Okay. It is a singular auxiliary verb. Plus verb form 3. This is past participle. Eat, ate is the past tense. Eaten is the past participle, which we call it as verb 3. So, eaten, subject, object, then I have eaten, have according to the structure, and verb form 3, eaten, and the remaining part of the object. I have eaten an apple. This is how the present perfect sentences are framed and the structure to be followed. Next, present perfect continuous. What is the structure for present perfect? Subject plus has or have plus been plus verb form 1 with ing and object. See, subject, object we have divided. Has or have, here as it is the pronoun I is used here, so we will use have. Okay. I have told you the rule, for I and you must use have. Though they are singular, you have to use have. And been to show perfectness. So, this is present perfect continuous. Perfectly it is done. To show that we use been. It is be form. Okay. So, I have been, you have to show the process, continuousness, correct. So, I have been eating an apple. Okay. So, this is the structure and an example. I have been eating an apple. That is present perfect continuous. If you want other examples, I have been writing my notes. I have been watching movie the whole night. As you do it, yes? Okay. Shall we move to the next one? That is past tense. Past tells us what has happened in the past, which has already done. Same again, 4 under past tense. The first one is simple past, and the structure to be followed is subject plus verb form 2 and object. Now we have understood what is subject and object. So, from now onwards, I will not divide the sentence into subject and object, because I believe you have followed it, you understood that well. So, subject plus verb form 2. Verb form 2 means the past tense of a verb. Eat, past tense is ate. Drink, past tense is drank. Write, past tense is drank. So, the verb form 2 should be used here to tell simple past. Simple past means just back it has already done. Okay. Simple past. I ate an apple. So, using the correct verb form is important here. I ate an apple. Subject, object are same. We use verb form 2, the past tense of the verb. Past continuous. The structure to be followed is subject plus was or were and verb form with ing to show it is continuous, and the remaining part of the sentence, the object. Example, I was eating an apple. You must be knowing was is used for singular, were for plural. Was is past tense of is and am. Were is past tense of are. Okay. So, I was eating an apple to show that it is past continuous. To show it is past, we are using was. To show it is continuous, we are using ing. Okay. I was eating an apple. Then comes past perfect. What is the structure? Subject plus had plus verb form 3 plus object. See, notice that had is the past tense of has and have. So, for both has and have, past tense is had. Had is the past tense of has and have. It can be singular or plural, I, E, we, you, he, she, it, whatever it can be. Had is the past tense. So we are using, as we are telling, the perfect tense. So perfectly, which has already done. Nothing is left of that task, completely done. Then we use had. I had eaten an apple. What is verb form 3? I told you, past participle. Eat, ate, eaten. Drink, drank, drunk. Sing, sang, sung. These are the past participle form of the verb. Sometimes they remain the same. Past and the past participle remain the same. Called, called only. Call, called, called. Walk, walked, walked only. But for sleep, it changes. Sleep, slept, slept. Here we are not using ed, we use t for the past form. And for some, we use en, eaten. So this is how the past perfect sentences has to be framed, and this is the structure for that. Subject plus had plus verb 3 plus object. I had eaten an apple. Eaten is the past participle form of the verb. Then comes the past perfect continuous, which in past started, happened for a term, then completed. So which is completely done in the past. To tell such incidents or actions, we use past perfect continuous tense, and the structure for that is subject plus had plus been and verb form 1 with ing and object. So we use been in all the 3 perfect continuous tenses. Present, past or future, we use been plus ing. As I told, had is the past tense of both has and have. I had been eating for a particular time from to. I had been eating an apple. I had been traveling for 2 years. So it is a continuous tense and continuous action which already happened. To indicate that, we use I had been eating an apple. Now, did you understand the 4 types of past tense? Hope you have understood that well. Now, let us move on to future tense. Again, 4 divisions in future tense. Let us study one by one. In future tense, first is simple future, and the structure for simple future is subject plus will or shall plus verb form 1. So, I have already told you that in future tense we use will or shall. If it is future, we must use will or shall in it. I will eat an apple. This is in the simple future. So, we are using will, and eat. Eat is the verb form 1, basic verb form of a word. So, I will eat an apple. I will write my notes. I will watch a movie. So, in future, maybe evening or after this present moment, next what you are going to do? To tell that, we use simple future sentences. Next is future continuous. So, continuous means action from here to there, and to indicate that we need ing. The structure is subject plus will or shall, be form, be, verb form 1 and ing to that. Okay, I shall be eating an apple. See, I is the subject, shall is used, will or shall. Shall is used, be, I shall be eating, ing form of the verb, eating an apple. So, here to tell that in future I shall be eating an apple. So, in future you are going to do that process. When you are trying to tell that, we use the future continuous or future progressive sentences. This is the structure. I shall be eating an apple. Next is future perfect, perfectly done one. Subject plus will or shall plus have and verb form 3. Verb form 3 means past participle, eaten, drunk, sung, okay, written. These are the past participle forms. I shall have, see, will or shall has to be used, it is used. Have, as it is future, you will not use had, you will use have. I shall have past participle form. Eaten, I shall have eaten an apple. In future, by this time, by tomorrow night, I shall have eaten an apple. So, when we are very perfect, what we are going to do in future, we use the future perfect tense. Okay. Next is future perfect continuous. The structure to be followed here is subject, will or shall plus have plus been. Been we are using for all the tenses when it is perfect continuous. It can be present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous or future perfect continuous. We use been. If been word is there, definitely it is future perfect or perfect tense of any of these three. Subject, will or shall, have plus been plus verb form with ing, okay, to indicate continuousness. I shall have been eating an apple. Shall or will is here, have is here, been to show that it is done already, eating to show that it was continuous, it was a process done. So, I shall have been eating an apple. In future, I shall have been. So, for 10 minutes in the break, I shall have been eating an apple. So, when you are telling in future, the process which is for sure to be done, we use the future perfect continuous. These are the 3 tenses and their subdivisions, totally 12 tenses in English. Hope you have understood this well. There are few more you see usually in the sentences. Those are the be forms. Be forms means am, is, be, being, been. These are the be forms of the words which we usually use in the sentences. I am writing, he is writing, we shall be going to school, or we being the students of this college, we have been doing this, we have been working here. So, these are the be forms which are also used in the sentences. The other one is do form. Okay, do words are do, does, did, doing and done. Do is usually used for commanding or ordering for present and future tense. Does for plurals and did, which is the past tense of do. Doing continuous, done is past participle which is already done, completed. These are the do forms which we also use. You will see these usually in the questions. How did the narrator explain, or what do you understand by this phrase? So, usually these are in the questions. And being is for some narration, questions are asked, we use the be forms. Usually they are used, but they are used in other sentences also. So, this is all about the tenses, and in the next session we will be discussing the verbs. So, verbs, we many times here in this session discussed about verbs, verb 1, verb forms, past participle. What are these? We will learn all these in detail in the next session. Until then, take care. Bye-bye. Thank you.